If I had to choose just 2 chapters from the Bible out of over 1,000, I would choose Daniel chapter 2 and Mark chapter 12. The first is a prophecy of which over 50% has already happened. 25% is happening today, and the rest is, well, work it out for yourself. What are the odds in favour of the rest of the prophecy coming true when 5 out of 6 parts have happened? And the second is a parable about the history of the world. So let's look at the second one. In Mark 12 we have the parable of the tenants and the vineyard. So before I go any further, here is a dictionary definition of a parable. So when you listen to what is to follow, remember that the vineyard is the earth, the farmers or tenants are me and you, the servants are the ancient prophets and priests of Israel or the evangelists of today, the Son is Jesus, and the giving of the vineyard to others is the end of the world. Put very basically, it's a snapshot of the history of the world from God's point of view. Jesus then began to speak to them in parables. A man planted a vineyard. He put a wall round it, dug a pit for the winepress and built a watchtower. Then he rented a vineyard to some farmers and moved to another place. At harvest time he sent a servant to the tenants to collect from them some of the fruit of the vineyard. But they seized him, beat him and sent him away empty-handed. Then he sent another servant to them. They struck this man on the head and treated him shamefully. He sent still another, and that one they killed. He sent many others. Some of them they beat, others they killed. He had one left to send, a son, whom he loved. He sent him last of all, saying, "They will respect my son." But the tenants said to one another, "This is the heir. Come, let's kill him, and the inheritance will be ours." So they took him and killed him and threw him out of the vineyard. What then will the owner of the vineyard do? He will come and kill those tenants and give the vineyard to others. Here are the main points again. The vineyard or the earth belongs to God. He planted it, and we are just the tenants. The landlord is not around at the moment. He has probably and literally moved to another place. The landlord has allowed humans to kill, murder and plunder from the beginning of time to the end of time. This included the murder of his own son, Jesus Christ. Humans have not produced any fruit from the vineyard, even though they have been here a minimum of 100,000 years and a maximum of 8 million. The landlord will return. He will throw out the tenants and give the vineyard to only those that deserve it. All of those points are of major significance, but 2 should make a big impression. The first is that we are tenants on this earth, and as a result we don't own it. We should do everything in our power to sustain and nurture the earth. Many try their best, but the overall story of pollution, climate change, global warming, the disappearing rainforests, population increase and so on, they all tell a different story. Remember that when Christ returns at the end of the world, it won't be just billions of people that will die because they didn't or couldn't believe what he said on his first visit, but specifically the ones who are destroying the earth. The second major significance is that God is not here. The message here should be obvious for all those people out there who go on and on about there being no evidence for the existence of any God. Yes, there is plenty of evidence in the form of prophecies, parables, signs, miracles, fine-tuning, spiritual experience, personal life changes and so on, but no objective, empirical, unchangeable, unmistakable evidence that everyone would wish for in this technological and scientific age. So yes, Elvis really has left the building, and you can probably now see why.